there, and welcome to the official Gaming Pants podcast. In this podcast, we will be going behind the scenes about everything about Gaming Pants and just some general gaming news. And now, because it's a Game Pants podcast and not just a me podcast, because a me podcast would be pretty boring, and I already tried it and it didn't sell very well, I'm joined, as will be the case through the rest of the series until you all get so fed up of listening to our voices. Let's do the first T-Noodles, Thomas Griffin.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Tom. And, of course, we couldn't have it without him. The always admirable, although sometimes retarded, Adam Whistlecroft.
Hello!
So the first thing on our agenda is the big gaming news this week, of course, is the launch of World of Warcraft Cataclysm, Blizzard's third expansion. Yes, I had to count that in my head just then in case I got it wrong and looks like an idiot. Blizzard's third expansion in their ever-popular World of Warcraft MMORPG. As a player myself, I'm looking forward to Cataclysm. Also, on this podcast, Tom, you've got experience with World of Warcraft. Are you looking forward to Cataclysm?
Well, yes, it seems very, 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 very good.
Yes. And Adam, you've never played World of Warcraft.
Yep, I haven't.
So Adam's never played it. What's the reason you've never played it?
I've never really been allowed to pay subscriptions to games, like monthly, apart from recently, but I ended up making a bad choice of the game I got, so I've sort of stayed away from ones where you have to keep paying at the moment.
Well, I mean, there's always the free trials, and I don't know how much you know about it, but does the premise of Cataclysm kind of entice you to know that, does really, to an outsider, does now seem like a good time to pick up the game?
Yeah, definitely, because I have seen a few things about Cataclysm, and it does look very good, so I really am tempted to actually get World of Warcraft.
Well, the first thing that really draws everyone in is that incredible trailer from BlizzCon, the Deathwing cinematic, and Blizzard make the best cinematics. We're all fans of Blizzard and their cinematics, as evidenced in Starcraft 2. Of course, then you haven't played World of Warcraft, but you've certainly played some Starcraft.
Yep.
And we all like Starcraft very much. So, as a World of Warcraft player, I think the things that I really look forward to is, because we've already had the Sundering in the pre-Cata patch, there's still things that you really want to do. I was fortunate enough to play the Cataclysm beta, which was fantastic. The Worgenstein Zone, Goldenstein was very, very good. And I'll be looking forward to rolling one of those come the release of Cataclysm, as well as leveling my Retribution Paladin up to level 85 in some of the new zones, which look totally badass. And Activision Blizzard, they're going to make an absolute killing. I mean, what? You had November, they had Black Ops, and then give it a month later in Cataclysm. They're really, as if they didn't have enough money, they're going to be making a lot more now. I mean, Cataclysm, it's one of those things, really, because this is a huge game release, but it's a very targeted audience. So it's not like everybody in the gaming world is going to be like, oh my god, Cataclysm comes out this week, how amazing is that? Because it's a very exclusive thing, World of Warcraft. PC gamers are becoming very exclusive these days, and I don't know, what do you guys think about PC gamers? Tom?
I have no idea.
And Adam?
Not quite sure, to be honest.
So, no, that's the thing. PC gaming, it's one of those things, it's not, no one's really kind of sure, it's a bit of a mixed bag what's going on with PC gaming. And the thing is, PC gaming is a lot more diverse than console gaming. On console gaming, you're guaranteed that 90% of the people that you know will be playing a Call of Duty game on that Xbox. And that's pretty much universal across the PS3 as well. Maybe not the Nintendo Wii, but who cares about the Nintendo Wii? The PC gamers, you've got hardcore Counter-Strike players, Starcraft 2, World of Warcraft, and they're not mutually exclusive, but you see less of a crossover than you may do, for example, on a console where somebody might be playing Call of Duty and they might play Halo. So, it's very diverse. And, as far as diversity goes, World of Warcraft really is the pinnacle of diversity, so we're certainly looking forward to Cataclysm. That's a big release this week. Any closing words on Cataclysm and this release, Thomas Griffin?
I think it's going to probably be one of the best games, expansions of, ever.
Here's a question. Game of the Year contender.
Maybe.
Adam, I know you're not a World of Warcraft player, but you can understand the level of this release, I'm sure.
I think it's going to be a very good release because obviously it's going to draw a lot of people like myself to World of Warcraft who probably never thought about playing it before.
Okay, well, there's our closing words on World of Warcraft. Cataclysm. Let's move on to the next news. In other news, Bejeweled 3 is coming out this week. Also, this week, very recent fact, Valve has released a Team Fortress 2 beta. Now, some of you may be confused as to why they're releasing a beta for a 6-year-old game, but there is more. Valve, always the innovators, always keeping up with the latest developments. This beta is a way for them to test out the latest updates and patches that they want to be adding to the game. So anyone can pretty much download it straight from your Steam, and you will be able to trial the new updates and tweaks and class balance patches before they go live. This is something that's been done by Blizzard with World of Warcraft in the PTR realms for many years now. It's been highly successful for them to get the feedback to see what things are working and which things aren't so much working. Now, Adam, you're a huge Team Fortress 2 fan, I'm aware of.
Yep.
And what does this mean to you?
Well, I really like the idea of it because to be able to just try all the new things they're going to add instead of having to wait for weeks thinking, oh, I really can't wait to play this, I'll actually get to try it myself and give feedback on it and possibly sort of add to what they do to it.
Well, I've been an avid TF2 player. I mean, I'm kind of on and off with Team Fortress 2. Not long ago, I had quite a spree of playing it. I racked up many hours, my Steam friends may attest to. And Team Fortress is very much like World of Warcraft. It's a game of balance. They're always tweaking things to make sure it's balanced. And that's just a never-ending cycle. A game will never be perfectly balanced. Someone will always complain about something else. Someone like, oh, the Protoss are overpowered. And whatever, that's Starcraft 2, but it's the same premise. And I think it's really good that Valve are doing this to find out. So they're going to go, oh, I'm going to make the sniper more powerful. But before we make it live, let's just test it on this beta. And people will be like, what the hell? This is not fair. This is imbalanced. And Valve will be like, okay, well, we're not going to put that in the live game. Thanks for the feedback. And I think it's really good that we have a more balanced game. And Tom, you also have played Team Fortress 2 a fair bit. What do you think about more balance?
Yeah, they should really. It's a really good idea that they're doing all this, and I agree with Adam. You can give feedback so they improve it, and it's just really good idea.
Well, Valve always at the forefront with free content updates, and I am excited to see where this takes us. So that's what we think about that. Let's move on. Boop. And now for some Gaming Pants news. Those of you who follow our YouTube channel, and if you don't, why not, will be pleased and or dismayed to find out that there are going to be some more helpings of the lovely Blue Shift playthrough featuring me. And let's be honest, who doesn't love me in this game? Nobody. So, there's going to be more of that to look forward to, and maybe some more things that we're not really sure on right now, so keep your eyes peeled. Remember to subscribe is the best way to keep up to date on all the Gaming Pants content. So that's it for what's coming up on the Gaming Pants channel. Let's move on to our first special feature. Boop! And now to cap off the very first podcast, the very first edition of our Game of the Week, because every week, every episode of the podcast, we will be choosing one game that we've all been playing and enjoying throughout the week. And this week, we're going to go with something that we've all been playing a ton this week. I'm going to say us all. I mainly mean me and Tom, but Adam's on sometimes. So we're going to go with the wonderful, the one and only Starcraft 2. Now,
yay!
Yes, exactly. Thomas, so why don't you tell us why you love StarCraft 2?
Well, it's just not like any other RTS. It's just special in its own way.
Indeed. I mean, I've played other RTSs. I love RTSs in general, but nothing compares to StarCraft 2. Adam, I know you like StarCraft 2 as well. what are your thoughts on StarCraft 2?
I like being able to be a turtle.
Yes, and anyone who doesn't know what Adam's referring to is, we'll have to wait till we get some StarCraft 2 replays up on the channel. You will see why Adam is known as El Turtolo. He's not really known as El Turtolo, I just made that up, but that's his new nickname. Okay, so StarCraft 2 is our game of the week this week for many reasons, including its amazing multiplayer, incredibly addictive, lots of strategy, very deep. It's got an amazing campaign as well. Many people don't really pick up on that. It's more they think about the multiplayer, but the campaign's great. Everyone loves Jim Raynor. He's so badass. So, yep, StarCraft 2 is our game of the week this week, and we will be doing is asking you to leave a comment telling us what your game of the week is. What have you guys been playing this week? What have you been enjoying this week? Let us know, and we may feature you on the next episode of the podcast. Alright, that's it. So, from me, Tom and Adam here, we'd like to wish you a goodbye, I guess. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Adam, say goodbye.
Bye.
Wait. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We'll see you next time, guys.